we're in a balancing time right now. It's just going to have to balance out. I mean, we were skyrocketing for a while, and now it's just time to balance.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Break It Down with Braydon. I got Gretchen Ranger on here and Natalie Retz. Thanks for joining me, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Ooh, I love that. That sounded like Charlie's Angels right there. Gretchen's with West USA and Natalie's with Nations Lending. Congratulations on the new move, by the way.
Thank you. It's been super awesome so far, so very excited about it.
Very cool, very cool. Tell a little bit about kind of your background, how long you've been in real estate, Gretchen.
This is my 20th year selling real estate.
Awesome.
So I have always done residential sales. I've been with West USA, I want to say 17 of those years now. I started with Mark Taylor Realty. I owned apartment buildings around the valley. When they shut their doors 3 years in, I moved my license over to West USA. So my family's been in the business for years, and it was just a natural move for me.
Been with West USA ever since.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
Natalie, how about you?
I have been in the mortgage industry for just a couple years now, but it's been a whirlwind, learning a lot. I am on the McConnell team, so my team lead's been doing this for 25 years. I'm super lucky to have such a great mentor who can kind of help out and show me the ropes.
Yep. How's the mortgage world right now?
It's crazy, changing every day. I know we're starting to see a lot of shift in the market, so we'll kind of see how that affects mortgage rates and just kind of take it day by day.
Yep. And how's the market right now, Gretchen?
I mean, interest rates went up, so it's affected a lot of buyers, I think. I think it's just a matter of we're in a balancing time right now. It's just going to have to balance out. I mean, we were skyrocketing for a while, and now it's just time to balance.
Yep.
So,
yeah, completely agree.
do everything over again. As long as we can get interest rates to stay where they are right now and not keep increasing or offering some great programs like what Natalie and her company have for us, I think we'll be fine. I think what people need to remember, too, is I mean, all those buyers out there need to think of it this way. So a year ago at this time, you were offering $50,000, $70,000, $80,000 over asking price. And what is your payment difference in that versus what is your payment difference in what the interest rate has gone up for you right now? I mean, it's just a balancing act, I feel like.
Yep. Well, and how many of those people had to come in with the extra cash in order to get that property, as opposed to having to be able to qualify for the loan like you can do now.
Yes.
With the fact that you could actually negotiate.
And they can purchase. Yeah, right. The buyer can actually purchase now if they're getting a loan. I mean, it was a matter of cash would just knock them out every single time. And so we're starting to see buyers making offers and having some negotiating room.
Seems like it's actually
nice.
a pretty good opportunity right now for buyers. It's not as crazy with 30
Yeah.
offers on every property,
Exactly.
and there's actually some wiggle room for negotiations and
And
stuff.
waiving appraisals and waiving everything else.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, I mean, it's not terrible by any means.
Yep.
I mean, a house is not selling in, 30 minutes when it goes on the market right now, but it'll sell.
Yep.
It will.
Yeah, love it. Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to have these ladies on here is we actually have the opportunity of working with Newmark Homes. Gretchen is the listing agent now for an amazing new community that they're working on.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that community?
So their newest community that they have right now, it's called Diamond Court. It's in Mesa. It's at like Signal Butte and Southern. So really Signal Butte in the 60 area. Small community, 18 home community. Close to a lot of shopping and everything. We have 5 different floor plans there. They range from 1,500 square feet to around 2,000 square feet. Base prices starting at in the low 400s, like around 430,000, and they go up from there. They can, if somebody gets in right now, they can still pick all their options. Most of the homes have been spec'd out, but we can change some of that for them still. They call it their cottage series.
Yeah.
So the houses are designed to, they're all 2-story homes with a little bit smaller backyards, designed for that first-time home buyer, first family starting out, young couples. So it's a great great neighborhood over there. We have a little park being built in there with some barbecue grills and lots of playground equipment and stuff going in out there. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're framing like a house a week. I was just out there yesterday, and I was there on Saturday and went out yesterday, and there's already a house framed.
Oh, funny.
So yeah,
It's
they've
amazing
got-
how fast they can frame a house. Yeah.
I mean, this builder's still building. I mean, a lot of builders have stopped.
Yep.
They've pulled permits, not doing it now, and Newmark is like, no, we're building. We're going to keep going with it. So
What does it
good.
look like if you go out to the site right now? How many properties are
I
being built?
believe there's a few that we're waiting on windows. I'm trying to think of how many lots are out. I believe there are 8 that are fully framed.
Okay.
And there are a couple that windows have gone in. So that's our furthest
Okay.
along right now. And then we have one that just got a slab poured. We have another one that just got framed. I mean, they're just moving right along with each and every one of them.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And how many are there?
18.
18.
18 lots, yeah,
Okay.
with 5 different floor plans.
How many
So-
have been sold?
Do you want to buy one? You
Maybe.
could be the first buyer.
Okay. All right. So they haven't sold.
We just started
That's
selling.
right. That's right. I
Yeah,
knew that. Yeah.
just put the now selling sign up. So we're going to start doing some great things as soon as the weather cools down a little bit. Have like a grand opening. Maybe have some food trucks out to dry, to open it up in there and let everybody come in. So we don't have any models just yet.
Okay.
As soon as one of the houses gets done, we'll use each house as they get done as
The new model.
yes,
Yeah.
as a model to walk potential buyers through them.
Cool.
So yeah.
Do you know that you have an expectation date on
I'm-
first model? Sorry. Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. In a couple months.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
fair.
We'll leave it like
Yeah,
that
I
so
like
that,
that.
I don't put anybody.
I like that.
Yeah.
Not a
Because
specific
I
date.
mean, just like everybody is everywhere out there, we're waiting on material.
Yep.
So they had the houses framed for a long time, and then we're waiting on windows. So it's just a matter of when they can get the materials to finish the house.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, there's a lot of first-time homebuyer opportunities for some of these products. What are some of the incentive programs you guys are offering now?
Yeah, so we have a super awesome first-time homebuyer program that we're rolling out here at Nations Lending this month, so in September. You can put a 0 down, so 100% financing, up to a loan amount of, I believe, $582,400, and it's a Fannie Mae Freddie Mac product, so you'd be looking at a conventional loan. We're super excited about that product because that means that our first-time homebuyers don't have to come in with a down payment. We see that as one of their can be a struggle to have those savings ready to go.
Yep.
So that's going to be an awesome option. We're also offering a 2-1 buy down, which is going to be really great to help those first-time home buyers grow into those monthly payments. And then finally, we're going to be having a VA loan incentive where the buyer would get $10,000 design center credit to be able to use towards the design center or towards closing costs.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, so we have a lot of great options for our buyers. We want to get as many people in the door as we can. So we'll see.
Yeah. Very cool. What's been your experience with Newmark?
Newmark Homes is an amazing company. I know they've been building for about 25 years, and I'm super excited to be as a part of this team. Their work is just exceptional, and super excited to be more involved with the lending side of things as we move forward.
Love it. Yeah, they seem to have a very good reputation around town. Everyone really appreciates the quality of work that they kind of put into their products, and yeah, I'm excited to kind of have the opportunity to work with them as well. It's been a really cool builder just to kind of partner with them and see kind of how they help their clients walk through the whole process, and it's easy to see the passion that they have behind it as well. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, they're a smaller builder now, but they've been in the business for, I want to say it's like, is it over 30 years? I mean, it originally was Nicholas Homes
Yep.
back in the day, and now it's Newmark Homes. They're just a little bit smaller, doing smaller projects and spending more time on those each individual projects, and they do a great job. I've been doing stuff on and off with Newmark Homes for, I'm going to say about 8 years now, just doing, house here, house there, different communities that they've done, and they're wonderful to work with. And not only just on the building process of the home, but after the home closes too. I mean, their customer service care that they uphold afterwards is impeccable. I mean, to be able to get a hold of the builder still is it's hard when you're going with those big, huge ones. You have to put a call into customer service, a 1-800 number, and you're waiting forever.
Right.
I just got a call the other day on the sales line of somebody that built in a community that just closed a couple months ago, and calling in, and immediately somebody calls him back, and they've got somebody out there to work on. It was a problem with the air conditioner. It wasn't something with the building.
Yeah.
So to get it out there, and I think that says a lot right now, especially in this market where you've got some of the big builders are shutting down. Like, they're not going to build anymore. They're not pulling permits. They're not putting up houses anymore. But Newmark says, no, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep building the houses that we build.
Yep.
And we're going to sell them. So.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it right on the head. They've done a lot of other really nice projects, and so their name is done really well in the valley. Talk about some of the other projects you've kind of been involved with them on.
I've done some stuff out in. I was trying to think of the very first one I did with them. It was so many years ago. I was in Chandler. They will buy like individual lots inside of a community. I believe the first one that I did with them was whenever they were Nicholas Homes, and then they came back as Newmark Homes, and there was a lot that was still left in one of the communities, and that house was built, so I sold that one for them. And then they buy lots in other communities, and then they build like one of their floor plans that they already have. So I've always just been like a listing agent for them. And I do a lot more with them in the Southeast Valley. They've got a couple other agents that they work with for like the Northwest area and stuff that they do things in. So my stuff has always been in that area with them. There was acre lot properties that I've done with them out in Santan Valley. Those were a lot of fun. I mean, big acre lots with their building, like I believe they were around 3,000 square feet for the single level. So they do all different lines of product. Like this product that we're doing right here is the cottage series, so they're a little bit smaller. But they'll do acre lot properties too and put one of their houses on them and go that route as well.
Yep.
So yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've seen in like the new build world?
How they're stopping.
Yeah.
I mean, not with Newmark, but just the builders. I mean, they're just saying no more. We're not going to do anything more. And I think it's because of they're framing up houses, and if they're not selling right away or they're having to wait for product, then they're having to take them down if something, if the sun rots them out before they get the next product in or whatever the case may be for them. And I think it's to go from what we went from, where it was like you were on a waiting list at the builder, to now it's going nothing.
Right.
Like nothing. They're just done. They're not going to keep building right now.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that where you drive around, you see a lot of people or a lot of projects that are just in the framing stage still, and they've been sitting there forever, and then all of a sudden you drive there like a month later and it's like blown over from the windstorms or whatever, and it's like, oh, wow, that's going to be expensive.
Stop because they didn't keep going with it, yeah. And I mean, a lot of the builders are dealing with, like I said, product shortage and when timelines of when things are going to get here, and then getting contractors to show up right now. I mean, everybody's dealing with that. That's not just, we go in the grocery stores and see what's missing on the shelves. It's not, it trickles down everywhere. So, so we have a little bit of a slowdown here for right now, but it's still the Phoenix market. We're still in the top 10 of cities for people to move to right now. So it's not, this is not like a big, huge decline that's going to happen. We're going to balance, I think, for a little bit and be okay with it.
I agree. I think interest rates obviously have a big factor on it. Inventory's got a big factor on it. It seems as though inventory's kind of slowed down, at least from the rapid increase that we were having. At least last week it did anyways.
Yeah, it did. I know.
We'll
it was like, okay,
see where things continue.
It's also the hot, icky summer right now, too. This
brutal
is not
here.
our fun it was a 109 yesterday. 109.
And it's like humid. That's
like
the worst
September
part.
Tomorrow. Come on. This is everybody's always like, oh, your summers are horrible. I'm like, well, my most hated month is September because I'm sick of it then. I'm just sick of it. But hopefully we start getting those cooler mornings and the cooler evenings soon. So, yeah.
Natalie, what are you most excited for in the lending world?
I am super excited about just seeing a lot of our buyers get off the sidelines. I think that when the market was so crazy, we were seeing, like Gretchen said, people just taking all those cash offers, having to come in much higher than that purchase price. So seeing a lot of my first-time home buyers be able to get into some of those homes has been super awesome. Also, we're not waiving appraisals anymore, which we love. So I think it's been a positive shift, although we're continuing to move to more of a balanced market. It's giving more people that opportunity to get into those homes.
How has Nations Lending helped you with that transition?
Nations Lending has been amazing. The team has been super supportive. They're very hands-on with our onboarding process. And not only that, but we have an amazing marketing department of, I believe there's like 80 employees. So there's a lot of support in helping us get support for our agents who might need that extra boost to getting their flyers for their listings and things of that nature. So it's been a really positive change. We offer very competitive rates. So overall, loving the culture and excited to see where we kind of go from here.
Love it. Gretchen, what are you most excited for in this market?
In this market in
Yeah,
general?
yeah.
Buyers getting homes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been selling this is my 20th year. And what we went through last year, I mean, on both sides, because I obviously do both. I do listings and I do sales, buyer sales.
Yeah.
And watching the buyers have to call them or, even be with them and tell them, I'm sorry you didn't get it. And then even being on the listing side of it. And you have so many houses and you have counterparts of agents calling you and going, please take my offer. I mean, to not have that anymore. I mean, I don't want to say anymore. I mean, It's nice, every once in a while, if that was to still happen, but to have people be able to get a house and not just for people that have the cash to buy it,
Right.
is great.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Right.
like there's as many discouraged buyers out there right
Yes.
now that are
Yes.
pissed off because they've lost so many opportunities where they're like,
Yes.
you know what, screw it, I'm just going to rent now instead.
Yeah, well, and I mean, to rent right now is still, the rental prices are still through the roof. So that's the other thing. It's like, even though interest rates might be a little bit higher, but like Natalie said, the program, you guys have the 2-1 buy down where you can buy down the interest rate right now to use those points to buy it down makes more sense than renting because you're renting and you're essentially like flushing that money every single month. And even if you buy a house, if you're going to stay in it for a couple of years, you can refinance it when interest rates come down, and then it's back to kind of where it was. And when we say interest rates are high, I mean they're not that high. It's not. They're just not 2.5.
Right. Right.
So.
Yeah, and I feel like if anything, it's making people come down to their means a little bit more and just have a price point that's a little bit more affordable for them. And it's probably not a bad thing for that, as we don't want to get things to where they were before, and we're having everyone defaulting on their propities and have a huge foreclosure market.
Yeah, and they're not seeing that right now. I mean, as far as you're seeing too. I mean, that's not where we're at right now because there weren't all the crazy loans that happened and
everyone's got equity.
Stuff. Yes, people have equity in the house. There's not all the negative equity right now. So, for sure.
Well, and you're finding your dream home, you're just dating the interest rate. So as long as you can get in, like you said, you can just refinance down the line and bring that monthly payment down. But then, like you said, you're gaining that equity instead of just paying someone else's mortgage.
Yeah.
How soon can someone refi if rates were to go down?
I want to say it's 6 months after you close.
Yeah. So it's not even like they wouldn't necessarily be stuck with that for an extremely long time. Hypothetically, if rates were to go down, there's an opportunity to refinance at a later date. Yeah, I think that's. I think everyone's kind of talking about that right now. It's what is it? Date the rate and buy your house or whatever. Or buy your house and date the rate or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely.
It's still better than paying rent.
Yeah, well,
you're in something that you want to be in. It's yours, and if you're going to stay in it for a while, you can refinance it.
If it's a rental, they're paying 100% is the rate, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely cheaper. Yeah. Love it, ladies. So for anyone that wants to get a hold of you, Gretchen, how can they reach you?
Call me on my cell phone, 602-708-0775. Text me, call me, whatever you want to do. Let's chat about it.
Love it. Natalie?
Yep, if you want to get a hold of me, give me a call on my cell, 602-680-8968.
Love it. Thank you, ladies. These ladies are an amazing resource. Like I said, they are involved with Newmark Homes' newest subdivision. It's going to be awesome. Diamond Point out in Mesa.
Diamond Court.
Diamond Court, sorry. I apologize. So if you have any questions, please reach out to either of these ladies. They are an awesome resource. And anything else real estate, they're here for you. Braydon Dennis, Great American Title, and thanks for sticking around for another episode of Break It Down with Braydon. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Braydon.
Thank you.
Thank you.